Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Today on Tallidus Plays, we're trying out the demo for Food Processing Simulator. Demo version. Again, I have very little knowledge what this game is. I assume it has something to do with processing food in a likely factory setting, so let's jump right in and see how it plays. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna have to turn up that mouse sensitivity, that's for sure. I have to move my mouse like 18 times. So we got a nice little Zeppelin kind of style warehouse here. Standard start. Let's see, we have a machine flow. Let's go ahead and do a quick adjustment here on our, let's see, camera sensitivity. I guess we'll turn this up to 2. Okay, that's a little bit better. All right, so we have trash bin, a box generator. So this is generates boxes. Okay, we'll just drop that for now. Our first machine here is a starter machine, straight conveyor belt, vegetable slicer machine, and another straight conveyor belt. So to build this, we use tab, open up the menu. This is our factory area. Starter machine can input raw commodities or finished products, place it at the start of your production line, load the required items, then run it to feed the next machines. Conveyor belts are obvious, vegetable slicers are obvious, raw commodities are also kind of obvious, they're vegetables and whatnot. Autosave, end of each in-game day, that's fun. And manual save. You can manually save your game, escape, and save game. That makes sense. So I guess we'll start with our starting machine. Add one to cart. We need a couple conveyor belts. We need a slicer, I believe. Let's see, machine. So these are the normal. We need processing. Okay, that looks good for now. Purchase all those. Please check the drop area to begin setup. Oh, and here we are. So let's grab our starter machine, and we should be able to deploy it here by left-clicking. Oh, easy enough. Okay, it looks like we actually need to rotate this. So if we hold click, we can move it, and then the mouse wheel rotates, so we want it to go out that way. Then we need a conveyor belt, which we can then open up here. Rotate it as so. And let's get our slicer. Open this up and rotate it. Let's see, this looks to be input, output. So these are failed slices, I'm guessing. Okay. Put another one right here. Okay, so this is kind of like a discarded area, something of that nature. Okay, accept the first project located in the project menu. So if we hit tab, we'll go to projects. And look at that, we want to slice some lettuce. So let us get to it here. If you accept outside the truck's arrival window, the truck will arrive the next day. Select the loading zone first. We'll do 1. And there we go. Now we need to buy some lettuce. So buy and deploy 1 box of lettuce into the starter machine. So supplies, there's the lettuce. Okay, easy enough. And then we supply the machine. Yeah, there we go. And away it goes. Look at it. Lettuce going on the conveyor belt there. Goes into the slicer. Starts getting sliced and diced. Or just sliced, not diced. I think dicing is a different machine. And here comes that sliced lettuce. Right onto the floor. Yep. Health and safety is going to love that. Very, very hygienic. All right. Take a box first. Well, we can use this box, right? Surely. Boom. Let's go throw this on the loading dock. Nothing like a box of sliced lettuce sitting out in the hot, hot sun. That's going to be extra tasty for our consumers. Oh, here's the guy. All right. Loading it on. All right, that's an efficient use of resources. We got a whole truck taking out our single box of lettuce. Deliver it, buddy. Appreciate it. All right. That's the first project officially complete. We have sliced the lettuce. Hire loading operators to be delivery loaders via the employee menu. Good to know. All right. So we have a first machine down. Let's check the projects here. Claim payment via the tablet before taking a new one. Oh, there we go. That was $1,800 of sliced lettuce. I don't know what's in that lettuce. Maybe gold? Sliced lettuce is an available product in the product menu and can be requested in projects. Quick projects are smaller orders with a multi-day loading window. Truck arrives the same day you accept the project, so you don't need to wait for it. Loading zones are where clients' trucks arrive to pick up orders. Alright, packaging is a basic requirement for the product you want to make and must be supplied to the packaging machine on your production line. Alright, easy enough. Labels. You gotta label the ingredients. The washing machine cleans sliced ingredients or raw commodities into washed ingredients. Route the output to the next machines in your production line. Packaged products cannot be processed and will be sent to failed output. Oh, okay. Dryer dries ingredients so they are ready for the next stage of your production line. Route the output to the next machines. Packaged products cannot be processed and will be sent to failed. Got it. So you can't, wash or dry something that's already in a package. That kind of makes sense. Unprocessed raw commodities cannot be packaged and will be sent to failed output. Lots of catches in this game. Alright, package labeling machine applies labels to packaged products as long as the required labels are loaded. If a packaged product does not match the labels supplied to this machine, it will be sent to failed output. Why do I feel like half this game is going to be me picking up failed output items? We'll see. Ooh, curved conveyor belts. They create curves in your conveyor belts. Alright. I think that all makes sense. Do we have a new... Okay, so buy and install... Oh, it's showing us the next loads here. So we need the washer, the dryer, the packager, the labeler, and the box packer. So we need one of each of those. Let's go ahead and buy all those. Machines. So labeling, packer... What are these special packaging machines? I don't think we need all those. We already have a slicer. We need the washer, we need the dryer. And then I think that's it for now. Yeah, let's do that. So labeler, box packer, washer, dryer. I think we're missing something, but... Washer, dryer, packaging machine, thin wall bowl. Box packer machine. So we need the thin wall bowl. Let's grab that. Beautiful. All right. First up is package labeling machine. You could pop it right about here. Okay. Next we've got our vegetable washer. I think that should be right here. We need the dryer. Easy peasy. Right into each other. I like that you don't have to do the conveyor belts. Connect direct. Packaging thin wall. Ooh, I don't know. Which one do I have in my hand? This looks to be the box packer. Yeah. Yep. Alright. Back here. Thin wall. There we go. Beautiful. Look at that whole setup there, folks. So now we need to buy and restock one box of thin walls and buy and restock one box of lettuce salad labels. Okay. So we need supplies, packaging, thin wall bowl, and lettuce salad label. Okay. This is the lettuce salad label. It should go in here, right? Hold R to pack. Are you sure you want to package label? No, we don't want to do that. Well, lettuce salad label. This is the labeler. Oh, that doesn't help. Okay, we want to... How do I... Interesting. On. That all looks normal. Label empty. There we go. Gotta put it into the input slot there. That makes more sense. Okay, we'll save the box now. Who knows? We might need it. These are going to be our thin walls. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, now we get the box of lettuce. Produce 6 lettuce salads and accept to complete the lettuce salad project. Yes, loading zone 1, we'll do that. Let's get our supply commodity. One of those. Easy enough. Grab it, chuck it in. And let's watch this beauty come to life. Our machine firing off on all cylinders. Look at that, blazing down the assembly line. Lettuce, lettuce, lettuce. Slicing it, slicing it. Machine condition, batteries, status, processing speed. Here goes the lettuce. Let's watch it get washed here. Riveting. Absolutely riveting. Next up, it'll be dried. Watch the drying happen. Watch the fan. Look at that. You've never seen drier lettuce in your life. That could be lettuce jerky at this point. Packaging. The mysterious nature of packaging. I guess they don't want to show that. It's proprietary, folks. Okay? Don't ask us how we package it. Just know that it is. There it goes. Into the labeler, which is also proprietary. I like how the little, like, monitor for the labeling machine kind of follows me around. It desperately wants me to know what this machine's producing. And then last but not least, of course, we have the box. The box packer machine. I'm guessing this needs to be filled up. Oh, no, maybe not. That's a lettuce salad box times 1. And then it is getting filled up with the labeled A grade lettuce. That's right, nothing but the best when it comes to lettuce, folks. All right, we got our box of lettuce. Oh, what is this? Cold storage. Fancy. Any product, any grade, any size box. Okay, that's good for storage. Oh, look at that. This is the information on what's in there. Does it not count when I throw it out? Hey, it doesn't. When I leave it in, though, it counts? Well, that's good to know. It actually updates in real time. That's nice. No forklifts in here, pal. Keep that in mind. Or not through this door, at least. All right. Let's waste another entire 18-wheeler for 1 box of lettuce. And send it off on its way to its forever home. Bye, salad. Bye. We hardly knew you. All right. Says we have another salad. Oh, no, I think we're about to complete that project, so let's wait. Commodities have been delivered. Let's get our payment here. $1,800. Fantastic. Tutorial complete. You're now free to build and expand your factory to supply products for incoming projects. Completed projects earns money and experience to increase your tier and unlock new items and features for further factory development. Oh, that was pretty straightforward, I'm not going to lie. I guess since we're in the demo version, we're probably not going to have tons of options available. But we can still keep doing this lettuce mission here. Very shiny equipment. It'll be interesting to see how it looks if it starts getting degraded a bit more, the condition goes down. Let's do another lettuce salad project here. They want 18 now, so we're going to have to get 3 boxes of lettuce. And then throw them into the machine and let it do its job. At some point I'm going to throw away these boxes, but for now I'm actually keeping them on purpose to see how much the game can handle random items like this being thrown around. A little bit of a stress test. And then what I can also do is crank up the production speed on these. I believe we should be able to use G to crank up the speed on everything. Now, I have a hunch that the natural result of this will be to make the condition wear out faster. That would make sense to me. So 2 batches, 1% each is the resulting condition loss. And look at that, we're already going down very quickly. Very quickly on this one. What about this guy? Yep. So that's interesting. Are we going to be able to repair these? Do we need to buy something with which to repair? Also, does the game pause when we go to the tab menu? No, it does not. Okay, good to know. Can we get an employee? Ooh, loading, production. Okay, so we need to unlock tier 4 to get an employee. Box generator. We already have one of those. Okay, these are all pretty obviously tied to tiers. And again, I'm not sure how many tiers are available in the demo. I don't know if 12 is the max tier for the game or just the demo. We will see shortly here. In the meantime, let's keep an eye on our... Uh-oh, we got a yellow light here. What's going on? Oh no, we need more stuff. That's right, I need labels and bowls. So let's get those real quick. 3 of those, and then 3 of these. Can already see how the employees are going to be crucial. So what do we got? Labels, these go here. Okay. Get out of there. Next one. And label. Again, I guess the economy of scale is a little bit different in this game, but it seems like this big of a box for 6 labels is a little over the top. There we go. I do like the lights system. That kind of lets you know what's failing and why. Presumably yellow is a lack of inventory, and red is probably a broken machine, if I was a betting man. Let's see here. You can even see those error messages kind of getting wiped away as it goes down the line. Boom. 6 per box, so we can start loading these up. 3 in the truck. Oh, I like that. It actually shows you the minimum grade and the loading window for each individual item. These are all still A grade. Good to know. So we haven't messed up the grading by delaying the production process here. That should be the last of them. Let's talk to him and we'll ship it out. I think I'm going to crank these back down to normal speed, just because I don't really want to repair all these that quickly if they are going to degrade. Because I did not think it would happen much faster. It looks like it's exponentially faster condition decay. So we'll put those back on normal speed. There we are. How are we looking here? This one is kind of a... I don't think this one gets broken, but this will be the first thing that could break. 89, 90, 90. This one. Can I go to the machine status? There we go. I wish that would kind of reset automatically, maybe to the machine status. So now it's like, if there's an error, you have to manually go in and switch the machine menu back to machine status. That should be the default, in my opinion. Alright, so that's that. We have more money in the bank, I think. Yes. Not nearly as much, though. We definitely got a bonus for that first couple of missions. Here we go again, 48. So I believe that's 8 loads. So we're going to go ahead and go 6, 7, 8, packaging, 8, and labels. Easy enough. So again, we're currently on tier 2, working on tier 3. When do we get our first employee? I think a loading operator is going to be the big one. Production assistant. No default tasks assigned them to starter, packaging, or labeling machines by interacting with those machines. Loading operators work automatically, moving finished goods to storage or trucks whenever they are available. So, more autonomous. The truck is here. We haven't even started and the truck's here already. Whoa! Alright. Again, spamming the boxes on purpose. Totally not just me being lazy. It's a technical stress test, folks. That's what we're doing. Okay, we'll get all these moving and grooving here. This is a little reminiscent of a much more legal variation of Schedule 1. Those in the know, Schedule 1 is a different kind of production simulator, if you catch my drift, for a much less legal variation of Lettuce. But very fun game. Doesn't seem to scale as much as this one looks like it's going to, though. I do like the idea of the sheer size of some of these warehouses. And it seems as though we can expand into other warehouses, so it's not just this one. There's a big door there, or not a big door, but a little door there leading into what I'm guessing is a much larger version of this warehouse. So that'll be kind of cool to check out. Again, not sure if we'll get it unlocked in the demo, but we'll see. Need more lettuce starter. Actually, let's just put all the lettuce in and get that going first. I do need an assistant just to pick up all these boxes. That would actually be nice. It does seem, though, like collision and everything stops calculating as soon as they kind of come to a rest. So I'm pretty sure that's the way they're getting away with not having the game get totally bogged down. Again, we have this on what they consider to be the highest graphical settings. Standard, anti-aliasing, VSync, all that jazz. So, we haven't really dumbed it down. This is kind of the way the game looks, which I don't mind. A game like this, graphics are really the last thing on my mind, to be honest. It's all about, is it fun? Is it rewarding? Is the automation kind of interesting? And also in a 3D game, does the frame rate hold up? Because this one's had a few stutters here and there. I'm sure you've noticed at this point in the video. But a few instances, usually when I'm interacting with an item for the first time or a box, putting it up, putting it down, there's a little bit of a stutter. But overall, it's been holding up decently. Again, this is very early in the game. So most games like this, the more complex your production chain gets, the worse the performance is. So we'll have to keep that in mind as we continue the demo. Again, the idea is to go as far as we can in the demo, get the highest tier possible, get a couple of employees, and see if we can't get this thing a little bit more, automated. I ideally want to just be in charge of the money, right? I want to be buying inputs and managing the cash flow. That's meant to be my job, I believe. So, just like any other business, you want to scale it up, make it profitable, and make it run itself after a while. So we'll see if we can't get that done here. I do like the contract concept. You're not just making random things and shoving them out into the market. You actually need somebody to want what you're creating. So what's the idea? We would just take this and throw it in the trash. You have to click on the left click to the trash can. Yeah. See, there's a little bit of that stutter. You can tell. Just a little bit, especially when you throw it. More so on the item than on the world, but, it's there. We can start throwing these in the truck. I wonder how far away I can actually interact with things. Can I just, chuck it? As soon as it shows it. So I can go, click. Okay, looks to be about almost right at the edge of the door there. That's nice. Yeah, throw it right in there. Okay. 6 in there. Okay. Last but not least, one more salad. And Bob's your uncle. Or no, we need another box, don't we? We need 48, so 2 more boxes. Okay. Something has gone awry. Did I miscalculate? Should have one more. Oh, there it is. All right. I do like how it closes as well, indicating that this has been fully full. And then your faithful driver will hop on into... oh, there's 2 of them. Okay. Very, very overstaffed operation. I like it. Okay. We'll wait till our money is in. There we go. Let's collect our payment. And we have tiered up. We are now level 3. You've reached the content limit of this demo. Tier progression is capped in the demo, but you can keep exploring. To continue progression and access more features, you can buy the game on Steam. Alright, well, I'm not going to lie. I was hoping the demo would at least get to the point of buying an employee. Our tier is locked to tier 3. So we now have the opportunity to make a tomato salad and store it in cold storage. Bridges up to 3 inputs into 1 output line. Okay, well, having said that, I don't know if there's a whole lot left to be done in the demo if we can't get to the point of hiring an employee. Well, that's a general idea of what things are like here in the world of the food processing simulator. And, interesting demo. I'm not going to lie, it seems a little underwhelming. I was kind of hoping to have a little bit more access to things. But keep an eye on it, see how it looks. We might delve into more of this on a later date. But either way, kind of a relaxing little, assembly line creation kind of game there. Reasonably good graphics. I do wish that there was a little bit more dynamic. It seems like each unit is just very squarely kind of, it looks the same all the way through, to be honest. Once you shred the lettuce, it's the same all the way until you package it in the bowl and you slap a label on it. But runs fairly well, at least on my computer for now. And yeah, if you made it this far in the episode, please feel free to like and subscribe. And until next time, this has been Tallidus Plays.